permits as a second volume of spiritual astrology. But for that particular aspect, all other things are common to the Occidental and Oriental astrology. As far as the scriptures, the astrology of the scriptures is concerned, but if it were to be an astrology of the 12 signs and the effects of the planets on the signs, there are some differences between Occidental and Oriental astrology, but these things cannot be taken into account because the astrology of the 12 signs and the planets cannot be called astrology at all in its true sense. By the esoteric astrologers, for example, the Tibetan master or his disciples,
ou ses disciples,
this is not called astrology at all. Because any moment, any individual can transcend the readings of his astrology of the 12 signs by practicing a philanthropic and altruistic idea of human values. So, the scriptural astrology is common to both Occidental and Oriental. They are not to be compared, but they are to be supplemented. Because astrology reveals some aspects of yourself, palmistry reveals some other aspects, and phrenology reveals a third and different facet of your aspects. So they are not to compare with each other, but they are to supplement each other. Of course, I understand, by seeing the hand, there are people who will draw your horoscope. There is that branch of science also, and now that exists in some parts of South India. If you go there, they will take a print of your thumb and they will decide the category of the thumb among the 12 types of the thumb they have in their science. And then they pick up one book from one of the 12 sets of volumes of manuscripts. The manuscripts which were written many hundreds of years ago, and from that volume they begin to make out from the index a horoscope which is exactly your own, and then they will give you the exact details of your life, which include your name, the name of your wife, and the name of your parents. It is true, today also you can go and verify. It is only for the academic value of it we can consult them. But as far as the utilitarian aspect is concerned, you have nothing beneficial from it. Just like the psychoanalysis, which gives you an analysis of your problems without any solution at all, this also gives you a wonderful miracle to you, which rouses your interest. But at the same time, it has nothing to offer to you to make yourself better. It is there, but now the key is lost. No one can attribute any equations between the planets and the names of the mounts. Research is being conducted. Until now, nothing is achieved except producing books on art paper with good photographs and sell them at a very high price only to fill their pockets and to deceive you. Yes, he has given his own calculation, his own computation about the precession of the equinoxes, and if we make a calculation from the ancient Indian astronomical works, it is only the calculation of Kiro that exactly fits in with the ancient books. So personally speaking, I take Kiro as a standard in the matter of the precession of the equinoxes. Of course, it is better to have a personal discussion somewhere, because it will be something not interesting to the public at large if we went. Well, it is better we find some time to sit and find out. No, gypsies are not necessarily Indians, but the word gypsies is a vague term which is used to represent the descendants of any one of the ancient nations. In India we have gypsies, and from the Egypt we have gypsies. From the ancient Greek families we have gypsies. From the human communities coming from Amazon we have gypsies. But since all of them come from a civilization which was so high, so great and so scientific in its advancement, that the modern civilized mind cannot have an estimate of it. In our vanity to think that this is the dawn of human civilization. But the truth is, every ancient nation had these sciences at fingertips. And those who have the blood of one of those ancient nations, and those who lead a simple gypsy life, without getting their mind involved into the civilized way of living, they have the dimension of what they enjoyed in the previous centuries. It works as instinct in them, and through them certain things are revealed. And that is the fact why the gypsies are many times more correct in their predictions than the studied astrologers. Yes, the gypsies who have come from India to the various nations, they have the dialect which is similar to that of the Indians. And they have an intuitive mind which reflects the immediate future of the people in whose presence they are existing. Yes, you imagine a person running on the deck of a ship. He can run in whichever direction he wants, only on the deck.
Mais uniquement sur le pont.
Such is we are independent in our own way, but our independence depends upon our likes and dislikes. So we are only puppets in the hands of our likes and dislikes. And our likes and dislikes have their roots and causes in the ultimate factors of the evolution. In the ultimate factors of the evolution. That is, the whole evolution is trending towards a direction, and every individual should act accordingly, and the likes and dislikes every individual has a relationship with the evolution of that century, which makes a fitness of his or her likes and dislikes. So it is true that there is free will and independence of action, but it is true at the same time that we are only a part of the whole. The two put together makes the formula of what we call the human life. So we cannot ignore either. If we say that the total fate is written as a sealed book, it is not true.
Ce n'est pas vrai.
If we say independence of action is the ultimate truth, it is not true. Because evolution makes both as two supplementary parts to each other. It is so arranged that the liberty is dependent upon the fitness of our behavior. When we direct our actions according to the fitness of more and more number of living beings around us, our fitness will be more and more, and it becomes independent, and our will works independently than many of those who are around us. For the simple fact that your will includes many thousands of people. That means you are traveling towards omnipresence of existence. The more omnipresent your perception is, the more will be the liberty of action. So that what we call God the Absolute is only the omnipresence of all, and hence He is all powerful. So we stand somewhere on the way.